Yo, 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 what is the deal, fellas? AGS, week 16. We are at the final lap. This is it. This is what everybody been playing for to get to the big dance. Couple of tight races going on. So, we got to find out who going to punch their ticket, who going to make it in. You know, a couple of close races going on both sides, in both conferences, AFC and NFC. But let's look at recap at week 15. Wait, before I even do that, let me just take a look at these standings. Let me take a look at these standings right now. Well, first, let me look at something. Let me see this playoff picture. All right, in AFC, your 5, 6, and 7th seed. The wild cards are Jets, Ravens, and Bengals. Your home games, your division winners are Raiders, Colts, Browns, and Bills, who are the number 1 seed right now. So if the playoffs ended today, those are the matchups that you would have in the AFC. And man, the Ravens are still in it, and they've been getting forced losses for the past 3 weeks. We got to make sure they don't get in. Ravens shouldn't get in though, because they're going to keep getting forced losses, so they shouldn't make it in. That's a computer team. A user had them, but he had to remove himself from the league due to some personal issues. So Ravens shouldn't get in. So that's going to change. In the NFC, we got the Panthers, number 7th seed, Giants 6, Cardinals 5. Those are your wild cards, and your division winners are Rams, Packers, Eagles, and Bucks, who is the current number 1 seed. So it's tight race going on, especially in the NFC. So let's see what we going on when we look at these standings to see who's trying to get in or who's not. All right, so Bills, Browns, these are all your division winners, right? These are all your division winners right here. Raiders, Colts, Browns, Bills. The 3 wild cards are still up for grabs. You got Bengals, you got Ravens, and you got Jets. The only team that can still get in is the Titans. Steelers need help, but they lost their last game, so that officially eliminated them. But Titans got a good shot because the Bengals don't have nothing wrapped up yet. And the Ravens is computer, so they're going to lose, which means that the Titans should get in. Titans should get in unless he starts. The Titans and Steelers, that last spot will come out of them too. Matter of fact, then you got the Patriots, who's 5-8. So the Pats still got a shot too. So you got about 3 teams fighting for that last spot over there. Over here in the NFC, you got number 1 seed Bucks, number 2 seed Eagles, number 3 seed Rams, number 4 seed Packers, right? So number 5 seed would be the Cardinals. Then you got the Giants as the number 6 seed, and then myself as the number 7th seed. As you can see, this NFC race is so tight. I mean, I'm the number 7th seed, and look, you got the Falcons and 49ers both behind me right there, with Washington right there also with 7 losses. So this race going to come down to the end. I just want to look at that real quick. The Bears have a chance to get in too. They got 7 losses. So let's take a look at and see what we got going on here in the final upcoming weeks of the season, because it's going to come down to the final week the way it's looking. So in week 15, we had the Chargers win against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs' chances might have been done, or if it wasn't, it's officially done with the loss to the Chargers. This is a bad loss for the Chiefs as far as trying to get that final wild card spot. They didn't get it done, but they didn't have a good season anyway. So they're pretty much, they'll be back next season though, and they'll be fully loaded. Next we had Eagles and Washington. Eagles pulled off a shootout. He won 45-43. Eagles been hot. Eagles still one of the hottest teams in the league right now. That win streak is up to, I think, what, maybe 6 games now, maybe even 7. He hasn't lost in over a month, I know that, and he's still going on. He's the number 2 seed, chasing that number 1 seed. Then we had Raiders and Browns. Born ready. He got like a 6-game win streak going on with this Raider team. He took out a Cleveland Browns team who's been having an outstanding season, but they lost one at home. This is a good win for this Raider team on the road. And should these two meet in the playoffs, this is a good way to go in that game if I'm the Raiders, because now you just show Cleveland, we got y'all once, we can do it again if need be. Then we have myself against the Bills. The Bills dropped the 2nd in a row this year. No big deal. It's only his 2nd loss of the season. It was way more of a big deal for us. We went down this game 14-0. That's what I'm most proud of, that we was down 14-0 in the first quarter, and we only gave up 3 points for the rest of the game. He threw a pick six. He threw a pick six in the game that just swung the whole game around. I tell you, the momentum in the game is crazy. You know, and I ain't talking about the momentum that they added this. So I'm talking about the momentum that's been in Madden. And I keep telling y'all that the game has momentum way more than when this game had momentum, way more than what was added now. He threw that pick six in the end zone, and it just changed everything. He never got back on track. His team was fumbling the ball. It was just one of them games for Bills after that pick six. But hey, we needed it more anyway. We fighting for our playoff lives. We got too many losses that we shouldn't have. But you know what? There's nothing you could do about it. It's spilled milk. All you could do is show up and play ball. And we got the win on the road. And, you know, we happy to come out that one victorious with the victory. Next, we got Colts and Pats. Colts still been balling, man. He won 49-10. Blew the doors off the roof against the Patriots. Mad Max, he ran into a hot team. And I guess after this loss, he see why he's one of the hottest teams in the league. Next, we had Giants and Cowboys. Cowboys was coming to this game looking to ruin some playoff hopes, but he didn't get a chance to do that. Instead, Giants came along with his winning ways. He blew Dallas out 45-14. It's been that type of season for Dallas. I don't know. I guess they're going to have some major issues to address in the offseason, but right now, Giants is definitely in the playoff, holding one of the wild card spots. So I expect him to continue to play these last couple of weeks strong. Good win over their division rivals. Next, we had Texans and Jags. This game did not get played. Steelers and Titans. Steelers won this game right here. Steelers, he's trying his hardest to get in. What is this? Hold on, y'all, 1 second. The Steelers, he got 9 losses, so he's still like on the outside looking in. I mean, he has to win out. Like I said, the Ravens hold one of them playoff spots right now at the moment. So at the end of the day, the Ravens will not be getting in. So the last 2 spots will come out of these 2 teams, Titans and Steelers. Titans, I believe, have 7 losses, maybe even 8. But Steelers has 9 losses, so he's going to need some help. You know, he definitely going to need some help, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. But this is a good way to find out if he's going to get in or not. So, good win for this Steelers team at home. Next, we had the Bengals and Broncos. Bengals won this one. He too don't have a playoff spot locked yet, so he's going to need to keep playing. And he took care of business in this one. He didn't put himself in the position to get upset it. He came out on the road, won. Denver haven't had no bright moments this whole season, so he's looking to the offseason to make some changes over there in Denver. But good win for this Bengals team to solidify their spot for the playoffs. Then we had Falcons and 49ers. This is the upset right here. 49ers dropped their last 2 or 3 in a row. And this one didn't do them. This one did not help out at all. They lost 21-6. I would have thought the 49ers would have won this, especially knowing that they need these games to get a spot. But Falcons got the job done, man. On the road, that defense only gave up 6 points. This is an impressive win for this Falcons team. 49ers is definitely on the danger of missing the playoffs, but there's still a couple of games left. It still can go either way. That's how tight the NFC race is. Like I said before, I believe it's going to come down to the last and final week, but good win for the Falcons. Then we had Rams and Seahawks. Cardinals blew out the Seahawks. He won 42-21. Rams already in the playoffs, so for right now, he's just trying to catch some little momentum going into the playoffs right now. But nevertheless, he put up 42 points and he blew Seattle out at home. This game, I don't know what happened with this game. It ended up being a tie or something. It got disconnected. I don't know what happened with this game, so I really can't elaborate on that. Bears and Vikings. Tough loss for the Vikings, man. Bears saved his season with this win right here. He got 7 losses. He need help, but if he lost this 8, I believe would have knocked him out. But Bears got a win over this Vikings team. Vikings been playing good ball in the second half of the season, but came up a little short in this one. Week 16, we got Niners and Titans. This is a big game right here. Titans is definitely fighting for a wild card spot. 49ers is definitely fighting for a wild card spot. This loss is going to hurt somebody in a major way. 49ers on a losing streak right now, so he ain't coming to this game with the most confidence. Titans did lose his last game, so he looking to get back. But I'm going to go with the 49ers in this one. I think it'll be close. Both guys know what's at stake in this one. So give me the Niners over the Titans, 24-17. Next, we got Browns and Packers. Browns, believe it or not, still has a chance for that number 1 spot. Buffalo, after being undefeated all year, he lost his last 2 games. So, Browns still got a chance. Browns still got a chance to get the number 1 spot. But he definitely gonna have to play a tough Packers team at home, and this should be a good one. I'm actually gonna go with Green Bay in this one to win this one right here. I think Green Bay will win, but I think it'll be a close game. Give me Packers 26-24. That's how close it'll be. 26-24. Next, we had Colts and Cards. Colts blew Cardinals out. Cardinals don't have a playoff spot solidified. He's playing for something. Right now, he came into this game number 6 seed, but he lost. And I don't know how much that changes, but that NFC race is tight. It's going to come down to the final week. Believe me when I tell you, because you got quite a few teams with 6 and 7 losses. So the NFC is going to be playing musical chairs for the last couple of weeks. And this is a bad loss for the Cardinals. Not because they lost. It's the way they lost. When you fighting for a playoff spot, you can't afford to take these type of losses. Cards came into this game, expecting to play much better. He didn't get the job done. Colts, as I said before, he's one of the hottest teams in the league. So he came in and did what he did and blew Cardinals out on the road at that. Impressive win for this Colts team. Next, we had Eagles and Giants. And Eagles still winning, still hot. I don't know how many that is in a row. Him, that might be 7 or 8 in a row. Maybe even 9 in a row. I'm not sure. But he's hot. You know what I mean? He hasn't lost in about, over a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'm not sure, but this is a good one for this Eagles team. Giants stepped up, played good ball, just could not get it done. I think the Giants, I don't know if they clinched a spot yet. They too definitely can't afford to just lose out. I think if they win one more game, I think they'll be okay. But good one for this Eagles team. He's been about his business all season in a quiet way. So he's been more like a quiet storm. Good win for this Eagles team to keep pushing, and they got a shot for that number 1 seed. Next, we got Rams and Vikings. Vikings, I believe he got something to play for. I could be wrong, but I believe he do. Rams don't have nothing to play for other than, momentum. You don't want to start losing at this time of the year and going to the playoffs on a loser streak. So I believe, and then plus some guys just, they just rather win. Losing is not an option unless they absolutely, that's the case. They'll just give a force or something. So Rams got something to play for, but this should be a good game no matter how you spin it. But I'm going to go with the Rams in this one, 28-22. Next, we got Bills and Pats. And if I'm the Pats, I wouldn't want to play a Buffalo team who lost his last 2 in a row after being undefeated all year. He still got the number 1 seed, but it is not looking as once promising as it once was. He now, in order for him to hold on to that number 1 seed, he has to come out and take care of his business. After the tough loss that he took last week to the Panthers, I believe he's going to come back and play with an attitude. Patriots just got blown out last week. I don't think the Patriots will get blown out this week back to back, but I do think the Bills will bounce back and snap that 2-game losing streak. Although sometimes, I'm telling you, that is not the easiest thing to do, but I'm still going to take the Bills anyway. So give me the Bills this week over the Pats, 31-24. Next, we have myself against the Bucks. Man, Very good game right here. This Panthers defense is coming on slowly but surely, and the one thing I tip my hat to with this Panthers team is that defense is starting to play lights out, and if we could get in that playoffs, I think we're going to be a problem for anybody. The problem is we took too many losses that we had no business taking, and it's all my fault. Getting on the phone early in the season, playing while I shouldn't be on the phone, dumb things like that. But hey, it's spilled milk. Nothing we can do about it now. We fighting, trying to get in. Tennessee, Tampa Bay is the number 1 seed all year for the most part. They still the number 1 seed. Sam Darnold didn't do us no favors neither. I don't know if he's playing for us or playing for them. So he put us in a bad spot. But hey, we still had opportunities. We just didn't get it done. And Tampa Bay went on the road. We got to play them one more time. And that's going to be a tough one because I believe that game, we got the Saints next week, which we're favored to win. And then we play Tampa Bay last week of the season. I don't know what's going to happen with that game. I don't know what Tampa Bay's state of mind is because he's the number 1 seed. If he got a 2-game lead already for the number 1 seed, does he play and risk injuries, or what? There's a lot of questions to be had going into that final week. We'll see. I guess it all boils down what the Eagles do from now till then. But a lot playing in. Like I said, the playoff scenario is going to come down to the final week over here in this NFC. That's how tight this race is. But good win for this Bucs team. This is a hard-fought, physical game, and they got the job done. Next, we got Jags and Jets. Jags been out of town for a while. He's back. He playing against the Jets. Don't worry, Jets. Even if y'all don't play, you're going to get the force. I'm not going to face him. In the game. Jags missed too many games to try to give him the benefit of the doubt now to face him. You are the number 7 seed right now, so I can't face him this game. But, hopefully it'll get played and the Jacks will pull off an upset. But we'll see what happens. But if it does get played, I'm going with the Jets in this one. And I'll go with the Jets. 31-10. Next, we got Lions and Falcons. Lions been MIA. I'm just going to go ahead and set this for the Falcons now. This game is currently underway. Chargers and Texans. Texans won their last game. So you know what? Chargers did also. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think it'll be close. This game can go either way. But give me the Chargers over the Texans, 24-23. Next, we got, this is the force for the home team. Bears and Seahawks. Bears won. Bears he's still hanging around, waiting to see what happens over there in that wild card spot. He needs some help, but, he's trying to do his part. He blows out Seattle 55-21. Good win for this Bears team to keep pace of what's going on over here in the NFC playoff race. Then we had Steelers and Chiefs. Steelers, they lost to the Chiefs 45-35. This loss right here, I believe, buried the Steelers. I think the Titans will get that last spot. But then again, I don't know because Titans got a tough game this week. So if the Titans lose out, I don't know. I really don't know. As of right now, my mind tells me Titans will get in. But we'll see what happens. But Chiefs, Steelers, he had a chance to do some good. Just couldn't get it done. Give up 45 points. That's not going to cut it. And he took a tough loss late in the season on the road. Then we got Broncos and Raiders. Raiders been hot. Broncos been the opposite of hot. So I'm going with the Raiders in this one. 34-15. Raiders playing. They've been a better team. They're playing good ball right now. And I always tell you, it's better to be hot late than early. So good win for. I'm taking the Raiders to get this one, and I think they'll continue their little win streak that they got going on as well. Then we got Washington and Dallas. Washington was sitting pretty. They dropped their last 3. He too was out of town. So him being out of town definitely hurt, and it definitely has him out of playoff race. Although he is not eliminated, he has 7 losses. This is a dangerous game though because you're playing against somebody who has nothing to lose, and when you're playing against a team like that, it can go the opposite way. But Dallas ain't been playing with no swag. I'm going to take Washington. They know what's at stake here. But give me Washington over them Cowboys. 34-24. Then we got Dolphins and Saints. Dolphins been MIA. I guess he did take over this team late, so maybe he just waiting for the season to be over. I'm not sure. Saints want to get some reps in. No, I feel you, Smurf. You know what I mean? It's like I say, there's nothing better than to get some reps in and carry that momentum into next season and stumble upon something that you can add to your scheme. But he haven't heard from the Dolphins yet, so I don't know what's going on with this one. But we'll see. But yeah, man, this race is tight. This race gonna come down to the end. We are in week 16. There's only 2 weeks left after this. This race can go either way in the NFC. Like I said, it's gonna be musical chairs, and we'll see what happens. You know, we'll definitely see what happens. But that's the 5th quarter. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm gone.